We got a fun video.
So fun, I'm very excited.
So not long ago, we were in Chicago and we were with our good friend Ross from TLTG Reviews, and we did a video where Ross and I tried to guess how Grace would rate a certain crop of fragrances. We're basically doing that video again, except we're making it more interesting. I did have at least one of you reach out and say, hey, this would be way more interesting if she was smelling the fragrances blind and rating them, rather than knowing what she's rating and blah blah, how the video unfolded. That was a fun video. Check it out here if you missed it. It was just a lot of fun. Brief, comical, great challenge. So today we are taking your advice. We're doing it just me and Grace. Each of us chose 5 fragrances that the other is not privy to. At least we don't know what we chose. We made predictions about how each other would rate those 5 fragrances.
We don't know what they are, as I just said.
So we're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna smell the ones that we picked for each other and we'll rate them. And then at the end of all that, we'll go back through the fragrances and reveal the fragrances themselves. You guys will know what they are, and we'll reveal the ratings as well. How does that sound?
Sounds exciting. Sounds fun. Sounds like a challenge.
It will be. Let's dive right into it. All right, how about you go first? You give me my first fragrance to smell. I'll look away if you want to show them the bottle.
Okay.
I'm sorry, there may not be a great way to get light on it.
Okay, baby.
All right. And I forgot to mention, we're rating from 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. That is the scale we're dealing with. I'm not smelling anything yet. Now I am. Wow. I think I know what this is, and it's beautiful. It's so opulent. It's juicy, kind of fruity, but also quite woody. Yeah, get almost this like fermented fruit feel.
We're not dissecting fragrances.
That's not what we're doing. We're here to rate. Okay, this is lovely. It has a nice bit of complexity to it. It interests me. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I wouldn't say it's blowing me away off the paper. And again, this is off paper, not realistic, but this is what we got for now. Not blowing me away. When I first smelled it, I wasn't like, oh my gosh. But I was like, that's really nice. Let me smell it again. So that's a 4 out of 5 for me. You could equate it to like 8.5, 9 out of 10 if we were doing a 10, but we're doing 5 to keep it more accessible. So that's my rating for the first one. You want to write that down so we remember?
Oh, yeah.
All right, you look away. Here's the fragrance, guys. All right. Okay, you can look. There you go. That's a good sign, good sign.
Very bright and green and floral. Almost like a bright, like I'm wondering if I might have bergamot or some other sort of like edgy citrus.
I believe it does have some very prominent citrus presence in there.
And then very green and like a bright grassy,
Okay.
summery way. Very fresh. It does have some sweetness. It does feel sort of like a floral, like maybe ylang ylang, but nothing, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I
We're the
think,
same. How would you rate this?
I like it. I think I'm also gonna give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
For a similar reason. It's like fresh, it's bright, it's pleasant, it's interesting, it's not super basic or synthetic smelling. It smells high quality and nice.
It's a great assessment.
Lovely. Okay, so while I write that down, I'm gonna look away. You grab the next fragrance. Oh, I'm so excited. This is already so much fun.
This is really, I'm so excited.
Here we go. Ooh, this is not familiar. What is this? This is in the collection? We have this?
I know, I went digging.
Okay, it's coming off pretty light here. Would you say it smells light to you as well? Like I smell it, but it's like,
Hey.
it's not attacking my nostrils. I'm not smelling everything all at once. It's subtle. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not crazy. It smells really nice. You know, it's interesting. It's such an interesting mix. I can't pick out any one thing. It's like this whole accord working together in a very unique way. Again, soft, maybe a little sweet, a little fresh. Something almost bitter in there as well. If I'm just going off intuition, or going off gut, because I'm not really smelling it very presently right now. It's hard for me to truly wrap my mind around what I'm smelling and say like, yes, I'm getting all the information and that tells me this. Very high rating. I feel like I gotta lean into this. I would need to put this on skin or something. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I feel like it's really nice. I'm just not getting a lot of it. So maybe in a different context it would be higher. But for now, it's interesting. I'm interested in it. Cool.
Solid.
All right, so while you put that rating in, I will grab the next and spray it. All right, guys, here's the next bottle. All righty, there you go.
This is a very interesting fragrance.
Yes, it is. What are you smelling?
It smells like a dirty flower.
Now, the real question is that good or bad? Or interesting?
It's like a white flower that I didn't like in the first place that someone smashed in the dirt and put some like...
Okay, so this is not going in the good direction, guys.
Cat.
Yes, yeah, totally.
Civet. Just a cat
Yes.
walked by and just...
Okay, so you're getting some animality.
Yes, very...
I would agree. I would agree. Would you say it's repulsive?
No, I honestly, even though I described it in such a terrible way...
You kind of described it matter of fact, but I guess your emotion wasn't necessarily in.
No, I mean, that's kind of what it smells like. It's off-putting at first, but you almost like want to keep smelling it. I feel like there's definitely oud in there, or like oak moss or whatever, something. I don't know how I would feel about this on skin. On paper, it's really intense.
Yeah, and again, I know we're doing first sprays, guys, and typically we wouldn't do that. But I figured in order to get like a really robust sense of each fragrance, we would do the first spray. So you get all the top notes all at once and you can really get that full personality. Obviously not the dry down, but still interesting. How do you rate it?
A 2.7. We're close to 3 for originality and uniqueness.
Okay.
But I am not dying to smell it again.
Yes, got it. Good to know. All right, thank you. Amazing.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay. It registered. I think I know what this is once again. I don't have a ton of experience
It's really
wearing
hard to stump him, by the way.
I mean, that second one, I didn't know what the heck that was, so that stumped me. It's an interesting mix. It's like leather for the beach. It's like a leather you would wear in the summertime. It's got kind of this exotic, luxurious feel to a leather. Kind of bright, but there's still a bit of an edge to it. A little sweet, almost suntan-like. I'm gonna go off of what I'm smelling now because again, I put this on my skin, I've worn it, and I know how I would rate it there. But right here, in this video, in this context, I'm gonna also give this a 3 out of 5. No, 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. I feel like it is definitely interesting. It's quite unique. It's not a wow. I mean, I'm definitely getting more presence here than I was that other one. So even for that, I'm gonna bump it up a bit. 3.5 out of 5. That is my rating for that.
Thank you so much.
Yes, so while you do that, I will get to my next one. Okay guys, here's the next fragrance. All right, spraying it. Alrighty. Here we go.
I am very much enjoying this. Interesting.
Probably confusion. Like a lot of different things going on there, I'm sure.
Have I ever smelled this before?
No, this is brand new, at least to me.
Have you smelled it?
Yes, I actually have worn it. I wore it once, sometime last week. Now it's intense up close.
All I'm smelling is like
mold, like moldy cheese.
it smells so bad right now on paper.
Oh my gosh, and this is obviously the biggest drawback of these types of videos. You see them all over YouTube. Smell this. Oh my God. You put it up your nose and give it a rating. Obviously, this is not how you will experience it in the real world, okay? But for the sake of a video, we're not spraying ourselves up with fragrance. This is what we have to do. So I know for a fact she would like this more if it weren't intensely going up her nostrils. I will say that if you're smelling something stinky, that's oud. Definitely real oud.
Real bona fide oud.
Yes. I think if this one settled, you might like it more, but again,
I'm sure I would.
We're living life on the edge here.
We really
The
are.
full effect.
The full oud.
Yes. But there's more, a lot more than that. How would you rate it?
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to give this a 2 from this experience.
Okay.
This is not
I thought
any
this
kind of joy.
I thought this could happen. I think it's one. But I totally understand. I totally
He
get it.
only thinks it's wonderful because he's worn it on his skin.
Yeah, and that's it. I don't have an advantage or anything. I just have a different experience. Okay, you look away.
Well, you have a little bit of an advantage because you've smelled it not.
Well, there is no advantages in this game because my goal is to try to guess what you think.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, I'm smelling it. That's so interesting. No, I think I know what this is. This is a good one. This is ambery, warm, a little sweet. Yeah, this is rich, but still like not too thick. There's an accessibility here. This is nice. This is good stuff. This is a 4. I like it. I like it.
This smells so good. Like warm brown sugar. That's kind of like a little bit burnt in the oven, maybe in like a good way.
There's definitely brown sugar in here.
She's good.
So good. This is a 4.5.
Wow.
I love it. Very sweet, very gourmand, but kind of with like an edge maybe.
Yeah, totally.
So
Kind of
yummy.
delicious smelling.
So good.
Yeah. 4.5. We like that.
I like it. Yum yum.
Oh my God.
Definitely not moldy cheese.
I think I might know what this is, but if it is what I think it is, I don't have a ton of experience with it. I'm getting like a leather. I'm getting kind of a almost fruitiness, but also kind of green, a little fresh. This is really, really nice. There's something kind of everyday about it, but also something a little sexy. 4.5, 4.5. I like that a lot. I think I'm smelling leather, and I'm a big fan of leather, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I like it a lot. 4.5. Here's the last one from me. Okay.
My last fragrance. This one is very spicy, piney.
Okay.
It's really good. Kind of smells like winter.
Okay, like the one you wore the other day.
Yeah, the dark one though.
Oh, okay. Winter nights.
I really like it. I'm gonna give it a 4.
4? Solid.
Yeah.
Solid. Yes. Okay. Alrighty.
This is such a fun video.
It's so great.
I
All
really
right.
like it as much as
I hope if you're still watching, you're a real one. And you're probably having a good time. Because how could you not be? Let's start with the way we started. So I think you were
Yep.
first.
Yeah.
So I thought this was Oud Symphony from Precious Liquid.
You are close. It is Precious
Is it
Liquid, but
Royal
it is
Tobacco Royal. They
Royale.
both have this fruity note in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
All right, so
How did I rate it?
you gave it a 4. I thought you would give it a 5.
Okay. Paper guys. But still very close.
Very close.
Yeah, I mean, you knew that I would like it a lot.
I knew you would rate it high.
Yeah. So mine.
You will notice a pattern.
So that was the first one I had. You smell. This is, you've never smelled this before. This is from a brand called Algabra.
Ooh, I saw that in there.
Okay.
It smells great.
It's called Scent of Paradise.
I really like it.
It is known to be similar to Silver Mountain Water from Creed.
I would not agree.
That's the first thing I got when I first smelled it. I'm like, oh, Silver Mountain Water.
Really?
But it's a little more floral, a little bit more citrusy.
To me, it smells, honestly, I like it way better because I
I do
really
too.
like Silver Mountain Water that much.
I like this more than Silver Mountain Water. I thought you would give this a 4, and you gave it a 4.
Wow.
I was like, I think she's gonna like this one, but not love it, but really like it. So there
Nailed
we
it.
go. We did okay. We did okay.
You did great.
Moving on.
The next one is the one that you didn't know.
Okay. I'm so curious.
Here it is.
Oh, okay.
Very new to the collection.
I've only sprayed this once on my skin, and to be honest, I didn't love it on my skin from my memory. At least I don't remember it standing out as like, ooh.
So
But
it's
Jasminisha
from
Moresque.
Moresque.
Okay. It's a beautiful scent.
I honestly really want to wear it. It
Yeah,
smells
this
good.
would, yeah. How did you think I would rate it? Or
Okay.
what did I give it? A 3, I think?
So you gave it a 3. I thought you would give it a 3.5.
Okay. You're right on.
I
yeah.
consistently, basically always thought you'd rate them just a little bit higher.
Okay. I mean, you're still in the ballpark.
Yeah.
I think I would want to put this on skin. I'd want to smell this on her. This is beautiful. I don't know what's in
super
it.
good.
Probably jasmine. But if
Feminine.
so, yes, but it's not super earthy and doll-like powdery. It's soft and round and a little bit creamy and sweet in a way, almost like a honey. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it smells really
Yeah,
good.
I like that a lot. I mean, I like it. Obviously, I didn't give it a great rating, but I like it. Okay, so next for you was this one.
Oh yes, the first of the ouds.
So
Oh
you said
yes.
that was the Dirty Flower.
The dirty flower.
Okay, so this is-
especially the beginning.
Yeah, this is a special fragrance from Givenchy. It was originally launched in 1974, I think.
Wow.
It's called Gentleman. The original Gentleman from Givenchy was definitely a popular fragrance, very much in that realm of fragrances in this genre that came out in this time. Animalic, masculine, dark, but kind of fresh. I mean, everything but the kitchen sink is in there. And I thought you would give this a 2. You gave it a 2.7. So I
Good
figured
job.
this was not going to be a love from her. Now, I'm still interested in what you would think
On skin. And honestly, even as it's dried down, I like it more than initially.
I still don't love this one. Honestly, I've put it on skin, I've lived with it. I didn't give it a full wearing, but I lived with it on my hand. I was wafting it for most part of the day, and I was just like, I'm trying to like it, but I couldn't really love it. I gotta give it the full wearing, because like this, yeah, I think few people would love this up their nose. It's intense. And it smells, I associate this type of fragrance with toilet cleaner or some kind of like urinal, like a urinal cake. A lot of these 70s, 80s fragrances give me that vibe, but I can appreciate it for what it is.
I totally get that.
And I'm sorry I ruined it for you for life. Moving on.
Yes. Okay, next one.
Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is Pearl Leather
Nailed
by Beach
it.
Giza. How did I rate it?
You gave this a 3.5.
Okay.
I thought you would give it a 4.
Okay. Just a half point. I think maybe on my skin I probably would have, but again, what I was getting on paper today in this moment, that's what it was. It's nice stuff, really interesting. It's a little different for a leather, I would say. Kind of creamy, kind of beachy smelling, but still leather. Next was
Moldy
this.
cheese.
Moldy cheese eau de parfum. Now this is coming from Sarah Baker. This is one of her newest
I'm
fragrances.
sorry, Sarah.
It's totally fine. This is called Gold Spot. All right. This is an interesting mix. I don't remember everything in there. There's dark chocolate. There's oud, a lot of oud.
A lot of oud.
It's kind of delicious on the skin, especially in the air. When you
I
smell it
believe
up close, you get a lot of the oud. It's kind of medicinal. It's a little bitter and it's a little funky. And it kind of takes over and gives it that moldy cheese vibe. It almost turns the sweetness off a bit and it gets in your face. So I totally understand the rating. I thought that the nuances would have come off a little bit more. On the paper, this is my first time smelling it on paper too. When I smell it, I'm like, oh yeah, I was ambitious with this. I thought you would rate this a 4. You gave this a 2.
I gave it a 2.
I thought you would rate it a 4, so I was like, oh, she's gonna like it. No, quite the opposite, guys.
I will smell it on skin. I'm sure I'll have a different experience. The thing is, paper is so, it's just, you know, it's flat.
It's
It's
not
not
the
real.
real
But
deal.
we can't, I couldn't have 5 sprays on my arm. Bless you.
Definitely not. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Esse mi aqui no hombre, Beautiful stuff. How did I rate it?
4. I thought you would give it a 4.5.
It's always a half a point, but it's so close. That's really good. She's doing so well. Yeah, this is wonderful stuff for a designer. Unfortunately, hard to find, at least in North America. So sorry for the tease. Really great standout fragrance in the designer market, but great scent. Okay, next one was this. You said it had like brown
I love
sugar.
this one.
So this is coming from Manos Gerakinis. It's called Immortelle. You smelled another one called Omen, which we smelled before.
I also really like that one.
Omen is great too, very unique. This is also unique, based
Yeah,
on
I like to
Immortelle. Immortelle, you gave it a 4.5.
Oh yeah.
4.5. I thought you would give it a 3. I was conservative about this because I actually wore this maybe over a week ago around you, and you didn't say anything. So I'm like, oh, maybe she doesn't like it. A lot of times if she doesn't like it, she won't say anything. So I was conservative in my rating for that reason, but
Maybe I didn't smell it.
maybe not. I mean, I don't think I put a whole lot on because they're known to be pretty strong, and it was my first time, and I was like, I'll only just be safe. So I was wrong. But I had a feeling like, man, how could she not like this one? And she does. It's fantastic.
Love it. It smells
More
so
to come on
good.
this. This is a lovely fragrance. Very delicious smelling. Very rich and complex.
All right, the last one is this one. Do you want to guess what it is?
I thought it could have been Milano.
You are right.
All right,
Wow,
Fragrance
so
de Bois.
impressive.
This is a lovely scent. All, again, leather, kind of green, but also kind of fruity, fresh. How did I rate it?
Okay,
4.5?
you rated it 4.5. I thought you would give it a 4.
Okay. Yeah, well, you're still half a point off just about every time.
So funny.
It's a lovely scent. This
It's
stuff is
so
so
good.
good. So good, so good. Last one for me. This is Tom Ford.
Oh,
Eben
but I
Fumé.
have
Eben
not
Fumé.
smelled this.
You smelled it on me and you
Oh.
loved it. Okay, so I thought you would give it a 5. Yeah, I thought you would really love this one. I think you do really enjoy it. Smoky, Palo Santo, has a little bit of violet leaf at first for some freshness. It's spicy and warm, not really sweet at all. Very kind of introspective, but kind of classy all at the same time. Yeah, that's
was
it.
fun.
That was so much fun. My camera's gonna run out of memory very soon. That's why we were rushing. But we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let us know if you tried any of these fragrances down in the comments. We're gonna have links to all of them down in the description. Maybe you can sample a few of them, see what you like. Let us know if you like this concept. We'd love to do it again with more fragrances. Obviously, we have a lot to choose from, so we would love to put another video together. Did you have a good time?
I had so much fun. I was going to say, if you liked the video, please like the video.
Like the video.
If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We would love to have you as a part of the Fresh Squad.
What she said. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. See you in the next one.